It's hard not to get wrapped up in true crime, and sometimes that craving gets the best of us and we're stuck with wanting to know the whole story. With somber earnest, let's tiptoe through the house in Crossett, Arkansas, where tragedy struck in 1964. This house once belonged to the Degges family. Unfortunately, it's also part of a crime scene. The murder of Miss Maudine Degges happened here. A young mother of three, Mrs. Degges dropped off her two older children at school one September morning. Later that morning, a neighbor spotted the youngest child, a 4-year-old boy, wandering the streets. The neighbor brought the child to his grandparents, and together they went to the Degges house, but Mrs. Degges was nowhere to be found. The only thing left were a plugged-in iron and one of her shoes. Her body was found the next day about 3 miles southeast of the house. Blunt force head trauma was the cause of death. A wrench, the assumed murder weapon, was recovered at the scene. Investigators were able to piece together what had happened. A neighbor had seen a black and white 1956 Buick pulling out of the Degges driveway. The driver had suspiciously sped off without stopping. 2 men working on a nearby telephone line also witnessed the odd Buick. Police followed the trail and found the owner of the Buick. The owner, James Williams, worked near the Degges neighborhood. Police noticed a large burn on Williams' chest during questioning. He brushed it off by saying it was caused by the muffler of the chainsaw he had been operating in the woods. Williams claimed to have been working at the time of the attack. But about 2 weeks after the policeman's first contact with Williams, they were able to obtain a warrant and disprove his alibi. Also, at this time, Williams' burn had healed to the point where a match could be made between its shape and the shape of the iron Mrs. Degges had been using. Williams had broken in through a window and attacked Mrs. Degges. Mrs. Degges fought back but was overpowered when Williams used the wrench. Williams was arrested for first-degree murder and sentenced to death by electrocution. He appealed, but the Supreme Court of Arkansas denied his hearing. Justice came quicker than expected, when Williams died in prison before his sentence could be carried out. Mrs. Degges was given a proper burial, and flowers are still left on her grave to this day. Thanks for watching. If you like the content we have here on the channel, please do subscribe, hit the bell so you get notifications when we upload new content. Like and share our videos, and if you found this video interesting, please leave your comments below. Thank you.